A window is supposed to break. Throw a rock at it and it shatters. Hit it hard enough and pieces fly everywhere. But there is one kind of glass that behaves very differently. A bullet can strike it at incredible speed, yet the glass may crack without letting the bullet pass through. What makes this possible is not one unbreakable sheet of glass. Instead, it relies on carefully chosen layers that work together, each helping slow the bullet and spread out its force. And surprisingly, the story behind this technology did not begin with a gun test or a military experiment. It began with a simple accident involving a dropped glass flask. From that small moment came decades of experiments, new materials, and better ways to protect people behind something that still needed to remain clear. It almost feels like magic, but it is really the result of years of clever engineering and careful testing. Today we'll discover how people learn to build glass that protects lives and why it is more accurately called bullet-resistant glass. Right here, on History of Simple Things. The story begins in France in 1903. Chemist Edouard Benedictus accidentally knocked a glass flask off a shelf. Normally, it would have shattered into countless sharp pieces. Instead, it cracked but stayed together. The flask had been coated inside with a thin layer of dried cellulose nitrate from an earlier experiment. That invisible coating held the broken glass in place. Benedictus realized this accident could solve a real problem. At the time, car windshields often shattered during crashes, causing serious injuries. In 1909, he patented laminated safety glass by placing a plastic layer between two sheets of glass. If the glass broke, the plastic kept the pieces from flying apart. During the First World War, this stronger glass found new uses. It appeared in military vehicles, aircraft windshields, and gas mask lenses where extra protection mattered. Engineers kept improving the idea because they saw it could do much more than make safer car windows. Stopping a bullet is much harder than stopping broken glass. A bullet carries an enormous amount of energy. Simply making glass thicker would not solve the problem because thick glass alone can still break. The answer came from combining different materials into layers. Imagine making a sandwich instead of using a single cracker. Modern bullet-resistant glass is built in much the same way. Several sheets of glass are joined with clear plastic layers, often made from polyvinyl butyryl, acrylic, or polycarbonate. When a bullet hits the first layer, the outer glass cracks and begins slowing it down. The plastic layers behind it stretch slightly and spread the bullet's energy across a wider area. Instead of pushing through one spot, the force is shared across many layers. Each layer takes away more energy until the bullet eventually stops. This is why experts prefer the term bullet-resistant instead of bulletproof. Every material has limits. The amount of protection depends on the thickness, the number of layers, and the type of ammunition being used. Engineers continued improving these protective windows throughout the 20th century. During the 1920s and 1930s, new plastic materials made laminated glass stronger and more reliable. During the Second World War, stronger glass protected soldiers, military vehicles, and important equipment. Another major breakthrough came in the 1950s with polycarbonate, a remarkably tough, transparent plastic. It is much lighter than solid glass while absorbing impacts very well. Combining glass and polycarbonate created windows that were stronger without becoming impossibly heavy. By the late 20th century, bullet-resistant glass had developed into more advanced layered systems. Manufacturers combined laminated glass with tough plastics such as polycarbonate, allowing different materials to work together against impacts. The basic idea remains similar today, although manufacturers continue improving the materials, bonding methods, weight, clarity, and testing procedures. Today's protective glass comes in different levels. Some are designed to stop handgun bullets, while thicker versions can resist more powerful rifle rounds. Before being sold, each panel is tested according to strict safety standards. Manufacturers fire real bullets at the glass to make sure it performs exactly as expected. Many people have seen bullet-resistant glass without realizing it. Banks often place it between customers and tellers. Police vehicles, government buildings, embassies, airports, and some schools use it in selected areas where additional protection may be needed. Museums also rely on it. Famous artworks, including the Mona Lisa, are displayed behind protective glass that helps defend against both accidents and deliberate attacks, while remaining almost perfectly clear. Important leaders often travel in vehicles fitted with bullet-resistant windows that look surprisingly ordinary from the outside. Making this glass is a careful process. Sheets of glass are cleaned, layered with plastic, pressed together, and heated inside large machines that permanently bond everything into one solid panel. The finished product must remain clear enough to see through while staying strong enough to perform its job. Even after years of improvements, engineers continue searching for better materials. They want lighter panels, clearer views, and easier recycling because separating the glass from the plastic remains difficult after the product reaches the end of its life. The next time you walk past a bank counter or a protected display case, remember that the clear window in front of you represents more than a century of scientific progress. What began with a dropped laboratory flask became one of the most important safety inventions of the modern world, quietly protecting people without drawing attention to itself. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.